Hey guys, Adam Fennig here with Fennig Equipment. You're tuned into the Talking Shed. Hey, today I'm up here on this 2660 John Deere brand new tillage tool, VT, and we're putting a Valmar 6056 seeder on it. Let's turn this thing around and dig in to what the heck we're doing here. So as many of you know, we've mounted all kinds of seeders on all kinds of tools. This is the 6056. 60 cubic feet, so it holds about 3,000 pounds. This is a 30-foot brand new John Deere 2660. It's got the hydraulic gang angle and hydraulic baskets, but it's really going to be complete once it's got this Valmar mounted on it. It does fit nice and tight on here. You can see our brackets are fairly minor. It doesn't sit up real high. We actually cut the frame, and by the time we're done, that pipe just runs right in between those 2 meters. Works out pretty dang well. Now, on a lot of these gang machines where we've got a row of gangs and a row of gangs, you end up with a large open space right here in between the two, and that's where we are going to put our deflectors. What you see right there on the floor is our deflector mount bracket. We'll jump down here in a little bit and show you how that works. But first, let's talk a little bit about the seeder. These seeders have got 24 outlets, so 12 on each side. So what happens is that roller spins, bringing the seed up from the bottom and dumping the seed into those trays. So the seed rides up over that lip, drops down into the tray, and each one of those cups right there has got a hose attached to it, and then that hose is spaced out across the tool. So there will be 24 hoses spaced out every 15 inches across this 30-foot tool. There is a left section and a right section. There you can see the chains going up to the clutches. In the back there you can see the fan manifold. There's air coming in from the hydraulic blower, comes in, and that air catches the seed once it drops down into the cup, and it carries it out through the hose. Super easy to fill hopper. Come up over here, throw that up. We've got a screen inside that catches any chunks or debris that we don't want to go through the meter. Stainless steel metering down there. That's your bin level sensor. So basically it senses light is what it does. So once the seed gets down below that sensor, it will set off an alarm. That means you've got 20% of your seed remaining. Super accurate, super easy to use. There's the hydraulic fan sitting in there. There's the PWM valve. That is what controls the hydraulic flow to the meter down here. And in order to calibrate, which is easy to do, you would drop that tray down right there, and you would put a catch pan in there, and you would catch that material and weigh it in a bucket. And you would do that calibration process through the ISO rate control system. We've got our ISO cable right here coming from the rate controller. There is a rate controller mounted on this seeder, and it goes up there and plugs into the back of the tractor. Now, on these 2660s, we have to have an ISO splitter because this tool also requires an ISO hookup. So there's the tool's ISO hookup. Here's your rate controller hookup. So we're going to use an ISO splitter so we can plug them both in at the same time. You'll have your true set ISO screen, and you'll have your rate control screen for the Valmar. So almost getting this thing tidied up. I'm gonna run our hoses and deflectors, but it looks good on there. This is a common sight, putting a Valmar on here to seed wheat for this fall, cover crops, or anything that you could dream of doing. It works very well. You can control your depth, your rate, your sections. Works very well. So that's what we're doing today, putting a Valmar 6056 seeder on a 33-foot John Deere 2660. Thanks for tuning in.